Hello everyone. It's been a while, I know. Sorry about that. It's been a busy couple of weeks. I had a birthday. That was something. Um, Getting older. It's always fun. Um, and honestly just been busy with life. Just been trying to get stuff done, been, healing my leg as I mentioned. It hurt. I got hurted a couple weeks ago. Um I'm already fucking dying. Gee. And I just felt like, I haven't played Beam since shit. I guess it's been longer than I realized. It said that Jesus. It said that the last time I played was this June 24th. But the last time I actually did play was maybe like 12 days ago, like 13 days ago or something. Um, it was a while back. Yeah, it's one of the longest times I've gone without playing Beam. Because even when I wasn't posting for a couple months, I think from October to around January when I was trying to get stuff figured out with my real life car. Yeah, I was trying to get stuff figured out, whether it would get registered or not. Oh shit! Actually, speaking of that car, here we are. But yeah, basically when I was trying to get stuff figured out with my real life car, I I unfortunately couldn't um couldn't really make videos, didn't really have the time, didn't really want to. All these factors had their things at play. But even during that time, I um I was still playing at least twice a week. Just for the fun of it, you know? What fucking gear was I in? Because I completely had forgotten. Dude, what's going on with the fucking um what the fuck is going on? Yeah, I only have 4 speed. Well, that kind of sucks. Forgot. What is going on, man? Am I stuck in? Oh, that explains it. I get it. Let's go back. No, because I swear this thing was off to like a slower start. Look how slow it's going off. I don't remember the Conquest being this slow. It's certainly not this slow in real life. Stop. Stop. Shit. Why is it so hard to stop, man? The beam, I don't want to drive the Conquest. I didn't want to drive something like slow, so I decided let's go with the trusty old 200. That's the thing. Hang on. I'll get back to this. So, but yeah, even during the time when I was come on, stop, stop, fuck you. It's annoying. I just want to do my own thing. Um, Even during the time when I was um not posting videos, I was still playing quite often. Um, so yeah. I don't know what to say about that. So yeah, I think this is probably the longest I've ever gone without playing Beam. Um, yeah, quite unfortunate, but I've still enjoyed it. I've still enjoyed being able to just you know come back to the game. I mean, I literally only came back 12 minutes ago or something. But yeah, on my birthday weekend, my partner's sister, because I went to the pub, had some drinks, had a little party for my birthday, and my partner's family came along. Pretty cool. Um, but my partner's sister came around at the end, and oh shit. The 200 wins every time. And she played the game. She played Beam, and she hated having to change gears. I'm just like, well, I can get you an auto, and I got her an auto. Even then, she was still having trouble. So you know, let me know in the comments if anyone wants. There is a way to change it to like GTA type specs, correct? Like, there's a way of how you can make it so the brake is also the reverse. Because I swear that's a thing. You know, I might be completely wrong, but I swear it is. Um, but yeah, anyway, back onto the 200. I started talking about this and I knew I was going to get back onto it eventually. Um, don't even stop, bro. Anyway, but yeah, so, the 200 was my number one for quite a long time. I'll be honest, it's kind of fallen out of favor with me. It was in the past, like, not even, not even 6 months. You know, since they did the last update, it's really not been as good. I'm not a fan as much of the BX as opposed to the 200. I know they are basically the same, but there's some small, minute differences that I just really don't like. And one of those ones, ooh, shoot, that was smart on that guy's behalf. I don't know, I'm trying to, fuck. I was trying to, what's it called? What's going on? I'm in fifth, that's why. Trying to reverse. Um, but yeah, what are you doing? Anyway, but I completely forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, one of the big differences is that it's on the. Okay, I know everyone is probably gonna think this is strange because I am Australian and we drive on this side of the road. Like the side I'm driving on currently is where we drive, and this is the side that we have the steering wheel on. But originally oh, that was worth it. I don't care. It was a cockroach. Anyway, so yeah, but they changed the 200 from being on the left side to being on the right side, which, yeah, that's more accurate to the time and stuff and to the actual region where it's from. So you would think that would be better for me, but after, you know, driving the 200 for 2 years almost, that being my number one car forever, um, it's such a big difference, and it's such a strange, like, change that I just can't I can't get used to it. I'm still not used to it. Is the easiest way I can explain it. I still hate it. You know, move out of the way, pigeon. That wasn't meant to. That sounded really bad out of context. Stop. What a fuckwit. not only cut me off, cut the dude in front off, and cut the dude behind me off. Like, how much of a dick do you have to be to do that? I had to hit the curve. It's the only way I could get over that corner. Do we have a way we can just park the 200? Because I don't know, I want to park it somewhere just because I'm not feeling it. Not feeling it right now. Have fun, 200. This is your new home now. I haven't, oh, my light's still on. No, they're not. Just in the light. I wish it was a thing that you could just park, like, same as you can park outside of anyone's house. I wish it was a thing that you could park in anyone's driveway. Alright, because I got really annoyed tonight. I got parked in by this piece of shit who parked outside of my house. I had nowhere to fucking park, so I was forced to park over my driveway. I'm still mad about it. Fuck it, I have every right to be. Anyway, but I wish you could just park in people's driveways, because the thing was, there was 2 full empty spots in the driveway next to my house, but it's not my place, so I can't do it. So what the fuck? You would think, you know, like, you should only be allowed to park in front of your own house. Fuck off. Anyway, let's drive the Vitara. I haven't really thought about the Vitara in a while. Honestly, I haven't thought about anything BeamNG related in a while. Because my partner likes playing, but, you know, she'll say it herself, she doesn't feel she's very good at it. Trying to teach her. What the fuck's going on with my blinker? I need to teach properly, like, better. I need to teach better. It's my own fault. I'm a bad teacher. Maybe one day I'll get good. I don't know why this thing's, like, not going. Maybe I'm just slower than what I remember. I mean, I've been playing Grand Theft Auto all night. So cars seem really slow here compared to, like, GTA. The only ones that I've been able to keep up with are the BMW that I drove earlier for, like, 3 seconds. I want to know everyone's thoughts on a certain car. Yeah, I talk a lot about the Vitara, but what does everyone think about the Grand Vitara? I've already made my thoughts clear about the Grand Vitara before. But they might have changed since last time I talked about them. I don't exactly remember. But basically, they're good. They're not my favorite. You know, there's, like, I feel like it's a bit of a stretch to try to say that it's a Vitara of any kind, just because, yeah, at least to me, the Grand Vitara is, you know, sorry, the normal Vitara, the JLX or whatever, is like, one of the best four-wheel drives ever made. This is coming from, you know, Mr. Daihatsu Feroza himself. So, I'm a little biased since, you know, the Vitara is kind of a copy of a Feroza. You know, nothing can compare to like a 1990. How am I changing gears? I don't even know what I'm doing. Nothing can really compare to like a 1990, like 1988 to like 1992 Feroza. Same as absolutely nothing can compare at all with a, you know, 1984, 1985 Daihatsu Rocky. But you're a piece of shit. Just gotta keep moving. Oi. But if anything ever did, I would say it would be the JLX. Just simply because it has, you know, that four-wheel drive capability. It has that small body, which I love. Single cab, most of them. But it actually has one thing that is a big advantage to a lot of people. It has the possibility of buying it in an automatic, which you can't get that with any Daihatsu Feroza or Rocky. They just don't exist, you know, because the market just isn't. Outside of Australia and America, people still pretty much only drive manual, you know. Manuals are like way more popular. Fucking move, dick face. Jesus. Anyway, you know, outside of Australia and America, manuals are still very popular. I actually haven't driven the Feroza or the Rocky in a couple of weeks, so I might see if I still can. There's been having this problem where it won't load straight away. Anyway, Feroza, let's go. Yeah. But yeah, I'd say that's one thing that there are a couple of advantages with when it comes to the JLX over like a Rocky. But honestly, like, I still just prefer the Rocky and stuff, but there's a reason when I hit the fence. I didn't hit the fence, I'm surprised. There's a reason I still put them in my top 10, you know? It's just because they look so fucking cool. They drive like a dream. You know, they have such a great stamina to them. You know, I knew someone who had a Vitara, and it had like 300,000. No, it was about 365,000 kilometers on it, and it was his everyday. And he's still driving it, I'm pretty sure. And it's in that blue color. Absolutely love it. To me, it's a very attractive car. It's the type of car I'd want to drive every day. See, that's the thing, like, as much as I'd love to own a Rocky, or I'd love to own a Feroza, if you can't find something like that, the next best option, like, if you're not like me and don't want to drop like fucking 14 grand on a low Ks or even a high Ks Feroza, you know, you might want to spend your money on a Vitara, you know. And honestly, every day it seems to be a little more leaning towards that. You know, me buying a Vitara over a Daihatsu anything, no matter how much I love those Daihatsus. It's simply just, you know, you can simply do things a little easier in them. That being said, look how, like, mercilessly, it's not even the right word, seamlessly, that's the word, it glides over canopies and on dirt and just you know, it screams beautiful to me. Let's go around one more time. I love it. I think it's great. You know, it doesn't have a problem going over dirt or anything. You know, it has a problem if you're a shit driver like me. Well, it's been good knowing you, Feroza. Oh, he's still alive. Huh. I keep doing that where I go into this instead of reverse. But yeah. It can get up a thing like this and it doesn't weigh as much as the rest of the stuff. But you know all this, you know? But I've never been on this road in the game before. That explains one reason I guess I'm so shit at it. Never been on it. Put it in neutral. Brake. Back to first, and we're going. See? It works so well. Like, just going around these corners. And you come out the other side unscathed. You know, but I'm not saying you couldn't do that in a Vitara. It's just not going to be as iconic, in my opinion. But in fact, real quick, let me just do something real quick. So, I noticed a car that went by a minute ago. Not even a minute ago. Had a, it looked similar to a Vitara. Let me just get a photo of Vitara real quick. So let's start off by saying this is the modern Vitara. This isn't a Grand Vitara. This is what they call the Vitara now. As you can see, you know, 4-door automatic. It's more of a like SUV. You know, it's not even a station wagon anymore. Yeah, compact SUV. You know, compactability is really all they talk about now. You know, with these whole everything, you know, but there's nothing really wrong with it. This is a two-wheel drive, so it's like, ugh. Like, to me, I don't understand why you'd buy a two-wheel drive Vitara, but whatever, you know, each to their own. It's Suzuki, so it has reliability to it. This is the Suzuki SUV from about 95 to 98. This is a little different, but you know, it's similar to like this in the game. I mean, it's similar to, hold on, this is similar to this, like pretty similar, but it's not exactly the same. There are some small differences, but you know, let's just, I'll keep that there. I'll keep this there, and so yeah, and then here's the Grand Vitara. So we have the most popular Vitara between 95, 98. Not exactly my favorite, but they are very popular. The modern Vitara, the modern Grand Vitara, and then the old Grand Vitara. So in order here, most popular Vitara, modern Vitara. Most popular old Grand Vitara, or like the first generation of the Grand Vitara. I don't know why I said it was most popular. And then modern Grand Vitara. There's not a huge difference, you know, between this and this. But as you can see, there's a massive difference between that and this. Like, you know, it's incomparable. You know, and there's a big difference between that and this too. Sorry, not that big of a difference between that and this too. If anything, the first iterations of the Grand Vitara looked a lot like the just discontinued very recently Ignis. my partner's mother actually owns a 2004 Ignis. Actually had to jump start the car very recently with my Conquest, so I felt very powerful for that. But yeah, the Ignis just got discontinued super recently. Which yeah, it's a bit of a shame because it's quite nice. I like how small it is personally. But I guess maybe it just wasn't selling very well. I'll see if yeah, there's the model of what my partner's mum has. Um, Fucking why are all these photos terrible? That's pretty close, but it's in silver. If anything, it looks kind of like this. Um, the RG413 as it says down there. Um, yeah, but it has roof racks and all that. Super handy. I actually think this kind of looks like that, so maybe the Grand Vitara got some inspiration from the Ignis. Although, when did the Ignis come out? I'm curious. Is there a Wikipedia page? Yeah, there is. 2000. So okay, maybe the Ignis got some um, inspiration from the original Grand Vitara. Who knows? It really depends on who you ask. Um, but yeah, but you know, I think when it comes down to it, as I've said many times, the best Grand Vitaras, sorry, the best Vitaras are the first generation. Um, it's this generation here. What a stunning piece of work. Get rid of that back door, and we've got the perfect thing. See? Perfect, man. You just gotta put a little, what's it called on top? A soft top. Yeah? Um, you know, were they inspired by the Rocky? Hell yeah. Did they do better than the Rocky? No. Was it their goal to do better than the Rocky? Probably. But did they succeed in making something that was more practical and a bit more affordable in the modern landscape? I think so, honestly. You know, it's a controversial call. As I said before, I am basically Mr. Daihatsu Feroza, but you know, I don't think there's anything wrong with the Vitara. I've always loved them, and think, you know, that they have their place. You know, as you can see, that's more of a modern one. But, you know, these old big four-wheel drives. You know, to me, that's a four-wheel drive. That's not a SUV. Um, these little four-wheel drives that you could still fit in the parking lot. I just love them. You know, they're beautiful, but they had this one extra feature, you know, that was a big upgrade for a lot of people, and that was you could buy them in an automatic, you know? And yeah, like, to me it makes them not as good, but um, because they were made to be driven as manual, that's why they didn't even try with the Rocky or the Feroza. But it doesn't mean that, you know, that people didn't, you know, have a successful run with these. I mean, one of the original commercials for it, this one here, um, you know, really basic shot. It just has quite a nice. Yeah, you see that automatic. You know, it's actually, you know, still four-wheel drive and all that. So they were really pushing the automatic market with the Vitara, obviously. Um, you know, called it a wagon in Australia, but you know, outside of Australia, we would call that a small SUV or a Japan or a Japan. Yeah, that makes sense. Or a or what's it called? Or as I called it, a four-wheel drive. But I guess it is a wagon. Now that you think about it. In fact, I might actually do a whole video down the line on commercials. You know, on some of my favorite cars. Um, and I do have a video that I plan on making sometime soon about one of, if not the most controversial car in Australian history, the AU Falcon. So stay tuned, keep watching my account. I'll have something of the sort up soon about that. um, could be next week, could be next year. You never fucking know. Um, yeah, I love these commercials, what about 90s Daihatsu commercial? Just all this stuff. But yeah, I'll find some more stuff about this. Got this about the. I'll put that in the watch later list. But yeah, back onto the game though. Um, there's a similarity between these. Um, and I wanted to actually fucking Grand Vitara here. This kind of reminds me of a Grand Vitara. Do they have it as four-wheel drive? Because if it's not four-wheel drive, I don't see a point, but I shall try. No, that's unfortunate. What about all-wheel drive at least? Oops. Alright, that's fine then. I might use this as the template for whenever I decide to make the Grand Vitara in the game. But yeah, let's just have a quick look. It looks kind of close. I mean, that's sort of what I base the shit on. Is if they look kind of close, I'm sort of happy. But yeah, last thing in this video, let's take a quick run around, and let's see if this can put up the same fight that the Feroza could do in the off-road. I already don't feel like I have enough control to really be doing this. See, yeah, you've already fucking crashed. But never judge something like this on its first go. Always give it another try. Which you always should do, by the way. You should always try to give things another go. Fuck. It's having some trouble. Well, I've stalled. Shit, man. I don't know why I'm in sixth, but whatever. Yeah, I don't like this. I know what you're all probably gonna say. Oh, you're just saying. No, I'm not just saying that. I don't like this. The handling is shit. Alright, well, will it survive? Alright, it still survived that big drop. Oh. No, I don't like this at all. This is bad. I get it, this isn't specifically a Grand Vitara. Maybe if I drove one in real life I wouldn't mind it, but yeah, this is meant to replace the four-wheel drive market that we know of. Get out of here. Like, I keep hearing from all these companies like Toyota, who I love, by the way. I love Toyota. I mean, Toyota is probably, like, other than Daihatsu, like, Daihatsu's the most, what's it called? They're like my favorite courtesy brand, like I loved all the cars they made and stuff, but they're not my absolute favorite of all time. My favorite of all time is easily Toyota, They're like the Metallica of car brands. Doesn't matter how much you enjoy another band more, doesn't matter how much you enjoy all that stuff, Metallica's still number one when it comes to metal. They're the most influential. Fucking jeez. But I hear this from Toyota all the time that they're like, oh, all-wheel drive is gonna replace four-wheel drive. It's gonna be, it does all the work for you, basically. And I'm like, well, one, I don't care. Like, what was wrong? There was nothing wrong with four-wheel drive in the first place. Like, I don't. This is terrible. But I feel like they're sort of trying to answer a question that no one's asking. Like, no one had a problem with four-wheel drive in the first place. No one had a problem having a second gear selector, you know, or whatever. Yeah, no one had a problem with any of that. Oh, but it does it for you. Not really, though. It kind of just always drives with all four. Like, what's the point? Like to me, that's... I don't know, it's so pointless to me. Well, good luck, buddy. I'm wishing you the most luck in the world. But that's the thing, you know, with all-wheel drive, you don't have that comfort of having a nice, smooth transition between two-wheel drive, or front-wheel drive, whatever, and, and four-wheel drive. You don't have that sweep. Same as if you're stuck in a situation like this, you can't throw it into low 4 or whatever, or low 2 or whatever it is. I don't know at the moment, you know, and just say, all right, let's move. You're stuck like this until NRMA comes. So fuck this. I don't agree with this whole, you know, four-wheel drive is over, all-wheel drive is the future bullshit. You know, I'm not saying the Grand Vitara is terrible. I'm just saying that there was nothing wrong with the normal Vitara. You know, if you are a true off-road fan, you'll always end up buying something that's older than you anyway. You know, there's a reason why kids these days, you know, even the ones like my friend Riley, he owns a 96 Land Cruiser. You know, he loves that thing. He paid 30 grand for it. That thing is weighs more than like a fucking Mack truck, and yet he still drives it every day. No power steering, no nothing. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later. Bye.